Hey everyone, good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you are in the world watching today. Hey, welcome. This is the property of the week, and today is October 12th, 2023. So if you are interested in this property and you send me an email, please put that in the subject line, property of the week, October 12th, 2023. This is a waterfront property located in a new subdivision just behind the Grand Caribe family of properties. So Grand Caribe is located about a mile and a quarter north of San Pedro town. Beautiful area. And this area just behind it is just now starting to be developed. What we have here is a lagoon front lot. So it's a waterfront property, parcel number 5432, and it is a full acre in size. Many of you who have been looking at properties in and around Ambergris Caye realize that island property does tend to be smaller than mainland property, just because island property is limited. So you're not going to find larger acreage parcels on Ambergris Caye, but 1 acre, that's pretty good, especially for a waterfront property. So it measures about 105 feet of beachfront by 414 feet deep. This particular property here is sort of southwest facing. So you have beautiful, beautiful sunset views over the internal waterway here. You get direct access to both the Caribbean Sea and to the west side of the island where Secret Beach is located. So if you're a person that thinks you want to have a boat in the future, keep your boat right at your front porch, be able to jump on the boat anytime you want. What's nice is that this internal lagoon waterway here is extremely protected. So even in large storms, you're not going to get much swell, hardly any wave action in this area. So it's very well protected, but literally within just a few minutes, you can have your boat out to the reef for snorkeling, diving, fishing. Hey, head down to Caye Caulker if you want, go to the north side of the island if you want, or if you want to go over to the beaches and some of the islands off the west coast, you can certainly do that as well. Extremely easy. And the good thing too about the location of this property is you're very, very close to one of the gas stations where you can pull your boat right up, fill up your tank, and head out for the day. The price on this has recently seen a price drop. So now we are at $119 with the listing price, which is really good for a waterfront property, especially one that comes with financing. So the seller here is asking for 20% down, so $23,800 US as a down payment. Your balance is at 10% interest for up to a 20-year amortization, but with a 10-year balloon payment. So we keep the AM a little bit longer to allow your monthly payments to be lower, but the seller does want to be paid off in full within 10 years. That's why we have a 10-year balloon payment on there. And the monthly payments are actually very reasonable, $918.70. So excellent opportunity for someone who wants to get in on a waterfront property on the island of Ambergris Caye with all these benefits. Now, there are no HOA fees in this area, no prepayment penalties, and your property taxes are about $125 a year. This area is currently off-grid, as is most of the island. For example, all the properties in and around Secret Beach, those are all off-grid as well. This subdivision is off-grid, but power is just across some of the waterways here in the Grand Caribe area. So we do expect power to come to this area and also road access in the future. You can see by looking at your screen that the subdivision does allow for roads. So what you see here are surveyed roads. So those will be in the future. Right now, they're impassable. They're at different levels. Some need fill, some are a little bit higher. But so right now, this property is being advertised at as boat access only. But in the near future, we will be able to see these properties accessed by roads. So good news there. What else can I say about the property? Pros, cons, good, bad, ugly. I gave you some of the pros. The cons, right now it is boat access only. We don't know when roads are going to be. Is off-grid. So if you want to build right now, you certainly can. You'll be building using rainwater catchment systems for your water, or, for your electric, you're going to be going with solar panels with a backup generator, which is totally fine. You might view that as a con if you're not used to using these alternative forms of energy. But if you come down to the island and you take a ride over toward the Secret Beach area, you're going to see all kinds of homes and rentals and Airbnbs and restaurants and cafes, everything operating 100% off grid. So the island builders are very used to doing this, and they can help you build off grid, no problem at all. Yeah, I think it's a good deal, guys. $119,000 for a 1 acre beachfront property on Ambergris Caye and the protected internal lagoon waterway. And yeah, if you want to make an offer, go ahead, send me an email. I'll put my email address in the video description below. And until then, have a great day. We'll talk to you soon.